I just feel that's really refreshing. I can remember when politics was like that. People had disputes even inside the party. I can remember when things were like that. So this whole speaker thing, people talk about it like, oh, it's so embarrassing. It's like, why is it embarrassing? Why is it embarrassing for politicians to have conflicting ideas or conflicting goals?
1%.
That's the whole thing about being a politician. We've always become so used to this sort of lockstep attitude. It's like, oh, we all know we have to give billions of dollars to Ukraine because X, Y, and Z, right? And we all know we have to lock people inside their homes for months at a time. And we all know that you can't protest or engage in acts of free expression if you're conservative, right? Difference of opinion, but we've gone so long without debate.
Yeah, we're.
It's seen as some kind of
I can't tell.
act of violence by some, an embarrassment. Different opinions. You're not supposed to have a different view on how it happens.
I'm trying.
You're all supposed to have the same opinion. You know? It's like, when did we come to that conclusion? That wasn't the way it was in 2016. People could have different opinions on the election, and they could protest based on those different opinions.
That said, that denied that Trump won, even up to and including Hillary Clinton. She never, she always was saying, that she knew that he didn't really win and he cheated and this and that. But nothing, there was nothing that happened to her. And a lot of other people said that, it said the same thing. And that wasn't disinformation or dangerous misinformation or any of that. That was her opinion. And whether, how she felt, whether that was really true or not, that's her opinion. Opinions don't have to be true. That's why they're opinions.
Right.
And not facts.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, you're allowed to be a stupid jerk. If you want to be a stupid jerk, you're allowed to be a stupid jerk. That's kind of the rule of thumb when it comes to free speech. You don't like what the other person's saying. It doesn't mean you get to throw them in jail for it.
Right.
That's uncouth. I mean, what are you, a Philistine? Come on. Right. So that's something that's really interesting. And I keep on seeing this sort of narrative about the uniqueness of the January 6th protest sort of fall away more and more every day. All those protesters in the Capitol, some of whom had terrorist connections, were not charged federally.
I know, and I'm trying.
So that's interesting. I'm sure they were all released right away, and they didn't get like ginormous 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15, 20, 25-year sentences.
Is it still buffering?
Right.
Right.
I'm sure they didn't even have to pay a fine. They probably just, went and got their handcuffs taken off and everything was good. Hurry up and come back to next week's protest.
That's the way it used to be. That's the way it used to be. I've watched the Antifa protesters. I've watched the Vigil protesters for a long time, and I've seen some of them would get arrested and then they would be immediately released.
Right.
And the charges would be dropped a while later.
Right.